Yes, indeed.
Peace, peace, peace.
What's going on, everybody? It's a Friday night once again. Got your boy Veep here with your girl Sunshine in the building. What's happening, Sunshine?
Life. Ooh, when I say life, but you know, it's a beautiful thing, good, bad, or indifferent. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I got my libations going.
Yep. Since I'm driving, the boy got water, so I'm chilling.
Yeah. Well, as you can see, I'm at the crib, so you know. You know, like I was saying behind the scenes, you know, they got me in here slaving, prepping sweet potato pies and stuff. And then, you know, I got some special ones, you know, but it is what it is. My youngest is up in Boston right now with his father, getting to see the other side of the family. He was like, Umi, the train ride, it was awesome. I went to sleep.
That's the best way to go on long train rides.
Yeah. So, you know, that's dope. So, you know, I got the oldest, the Emperor, aka Elisha, rocking out with me for Kwanzaa, you know, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. But, you know, we do Kwanzaa here, you know, so, you know, I'm still high off of your poem, right, from the erotic show. You know, I just had to bring that up again. So, I
kind of like how you slid that, say it again at the end of the show.
Oh, but of course, you should have known I was going to have you run that back.
I did not know, but I'm glad you like it.
Yes, you did your thug dizzle. So, no, that's okay. I'm
hitting buttons.
If you hit them, look, we can roll with it. It's nothing. But
hey, shout out to Dimples on deck.
Yes. Peace, Dimples. You know, I only got one. I only got that one. That's all I had my whole life. 41 years. I just got that one. Just that one dimple.
Rock that one.
But so yes, this brother that we have on today's show is Mo Graves. I had the pleasure of being introduced to him. Again, you know, my cipher is dope. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. And I'm very protective about my cipher and who I bring in. But, you know, give it shots out to Sharita, you know, Esoteric Entertainment. Right. You know, I met this brother through her. We've been at different events at the same time, but you know, it's a crowd. You can't get to everybody. So happened to go to the Griot Slam. I think it was the last one for the year. Mm-hmm. That she was hosting, and he was there. He provided the intermission while they was tallying up the scores, and he got up there and was just spitting straight fire. You know, I could tell he wasn't from Carolina. Y'all gonna find that out on your own, you know, but we finally had the opportunity, because as soon as I stepped to him, was like, yo, bruh, I need you on my podcast. Mm-hmm. And he was like, wait a minute, I know you. I said, yeah, Sunshine. He was like, yeah, we never got a chance to build before. Exactly. So at least I'm glad he remembered, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that he was like, yeah, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? And then come to find out, it's his first podcast.
Nice.
And I mean, he's so fire. Like when I saw him reshare the post, I couldn't believe it. I say, ain't no way. Ain't no way this is his first. But see, I am humbled to that, you know what I'm saying? Because he's not the first that has said that, you know. So I'm just glad that I can help assist, you know, create the alley-oop or whatever, you know, because I'm always about nation building, you know. It's about, you know, making sure that we survive and we got something for us. So if I could do my part, I will continue. So I guess I am going to share something. I'm going to still go ahead and spit, but we could go ahead and bring Mo on first.
Sure, okay. Let me go ahead and bring my man
in. You ready, beloved?
Hey.
So peace. I was just telling Veep, like, I wasn't sure. Normally I would, you know, it'd be me and him kicking it and then I spit a piece. But I was like, Dag, I don't think you've ever heard me spit.
No,
we always been at the same venues, but it's like you would come in after I done already got off the stage. So I figured, I said, let's go ahead and bring Beloved on, you know, so yeah, at least get a sample of what I'm working with, you know. So this one is titled Regrets. Most of us say we live without regrets, but I bet that's a cop-out to mask the feelings truly felt. Taking a long look at past experiences can alter how you view the differences. For so long, having to be my own protector caused me to defensively deter from my own energy and the captivating frequency you possess, thinking not sticking around was best. Those I came across couldn't stand up to the test, no matter the realness I manifest. I was shown their representatives, building up mental anguish, but finally coming to terms with it's not me, it's them. Most of us say we live without regrets. I must confess, not seeing past the possible picture of a situation filled with stress, tripping over mess you never possessed because you stand on the square of bold righteousness, a king that assures me I'm blessed, especially in each other's presence, which doesn't allow my regret of running away to negatively fester. The God you are compels the goddess in me to stand front and center, exhuming my light abundantly.
I like that. Let's go. Okay.
So I'm working with a little something. I love something.
So I'm gonna jump out. You guys go ahead and chop it up. So I'll be in the
All right.
Let's do.
So before we expose, you know, the subscribers to what I already know.
Yeah.
Let's we did a little quick background, you know, backstage, but let's let the people know who is Mo Grays? Where do you hail from and all that good stuff?
Okay. Well, I am new to North Carolina by way of East Cleveland, Ohio. You know, born and raised. I've been here for 2 years, going on 2.5 now. I've been doing poetry for give or take about 5 years. I've been primarily a slam poet. I do features, I do open mics, all of that. I've won a couple slams. I'm a 2-time Baldwin House resident. I am a multiple Poet of the Year nominee for various award platforms in the state of Ohio. I've been around for a little bit.
Yeah. So, I kind of, you know, I had to do my homework. So, would you mind sharing what really made you focus on poetry?
I kind of got into poetry on accident. I was primarily running a battle rap league before I got into poetry, and I was throwing concerts, music concerts, all type of events, things like that. And a friend of mine hit me up and was like, hey, okay, hold on. I'm off my timeline a little bit. I popped up and threw an open mic for my birthday with a poetry slam combined in it. And I didn't perform or nothing. I just hosted it and it was dope. It came out good. A few months later, my friend hit me up and was like, hey, I got an open mic coming up and I think you would be a dope fit to host. Would you want to come in and host? I said, yeah, you know, it's no problem. I didn't want to be the dope that came into the open mic with no poems. So I'm like, let me just scribble something down and see how it works. You know what I'm saying? And I wrote a little something and it worked and the people liked it. So I just kind of kept writing and I kept writing. My mom passed in 2017. And that's kind of really when I like threw myself really into my notebook, because it was kind of just like something to help me get by and get through the day and help me get my mind off of that shit. And we here 5 years later, we an album in, I'm gearing up for a second one, and you know, we just navigating now. We in a new state, new space, and navigating this Carolina poetry scene, and that's a whole different animal, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the ride.
And we are enjoying your input, I definitely have to say. So, let's talk about the Nappy Nigga Chronicles. Okay. Because when I tell you that's fire, like I listened to it straight through. I said, let me run that back one more time. And let me run it back one more time. You know, anybody that knows me, if you got something out there, I'm going to give you an honest review. I'm going to listen to it. I may be dissecting it, so that's why I listen to it in threes. Yeah. You know, especially when you got tracks to go to it. You know, the tracks, the ones you picked, like really drives home every single word you pinned to that track.
I appreciate
it. Down below.
Okay, yeah.
I like that one.
I dropped that one as a bonus, and I told my homie Tino, shouts out to homie Tino Black. I had told homie, I'm like, look, just mix it like a fucking rap song. Like however you do it, like it's so that's why I kind of like it sounds different from the rest of the album, because I released it separately.
And I saw it was a single too.
Yeah. I released it separately. That actually was just a track. I had some leftover poems and some beats that I had in mind. So I'm like, hey, can we record this? We got time? And he like, yeah, fuck it. So I put it out after the album, but I wanted it to have like a contrast in sound. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it to be a single that stood out on its own. So that's kind of why I put it like that. And it came out dope though. I was excited about that one.
Okay, yeah, because that one was fire. Yes, your outtakes on there. Yeah. Wait, you was fucking up that food, bro. And then when you started spitting, then you burped and you was like, yo, I knew that shit was coming.
And I felt it coming. So we did the whole tape. At the time I was still staying in Cleveland. We did the whole tape in my fucking dining room. Like I would come home. My homie Tino got like a mobile studio set up, and we would meet up at my house every day after I got off of work, and we would just set up shop, and we set up for maybe about 2-3 weeks straight and just knocked the tape out, did all the editing, all the mixing, everything, and it was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like the experience of recording that album was dope, and I'm glad like when I get the feedback that I get from you and stuff like that, that lets me know that I did the right thing with it, because it's like I wanted that to be a very personal look into me. Like aside from like times where I do interviews and stuff like that, I'm pretty private for the most part, and I'm like super introverted. I go to the show.
That's why I was like, yo, he said he'll do the podcast, yo. I was suit, yo. I'm not even going front. Like, when I told Sharita, I said, Sharita, he said, yeah. She said, what? I was like, word is bomb. Bro said, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely am more on the introverted side. Pac-Man relax. And I
wait, what's the dog's name?
His name is Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, okay.
Yeah, and he is just like, ain't nobody paying attention to me because the kids upstairs and I'm downstairs.
You shut everything down for the interview and he not feeling it.
He kind of upset right now, but we I had a dope experience because I wanted it to be real personal. So like the intro track is a track every year in the neighborhood I grew up in. We have a big ass block party and everybody get back together. The whole neighborhood come through and it's real dope. And the intro track was my mom was playing with my son and my nephews and stuff. And it was odd because that video, that's the last video I got of my mom. That video was took maybe 2 weeks before she passed. And between the song and the background, Pac-Man, chill out. Between the song and the background and like just the energy, that was her and her element. Like she really enjoyed being with the grandkids. You know what I'm saying? Like that was her thing. And that was kind of like the force behind me pushing the album out anyway. So I wanted to start it off with that, you know what I'm saying? And then like even like the little interludes, my kids playing the little guitars, having their little fun and stuff. My brother graduating high school, like them was all like significant events for me and my peoples and stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of like let people in, and like the poems kind of like patch the story in between, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that it came together the way it did.
Yeah, because that when I say I was in here, I was like, yo, these outtakes are serious.
Yeah,
and you know what's amazing? And what's amazing, like, how old are you right now?
I'll be 31 January 5th.
Okay, so January 5th, you'll be 31. April 25th, I'll be turning 42.
Okay.
But you literally took me back, and it's so amazing because I am a fan of 85 South. So I just caught up on the interview that they had with Snoop.
Yeah.
So you took me back when I listened to the outtakes.
Yeah.
You took me back to the West Coast when they was doing that, the W balls and all of that stuff. Like we was in my house like laughing about that because they was talking about that in the interview. And then when I was listening to the outtakes, I said, "Yo, you just took me right back to that." So like that's also proof that what Snoop was saying, like every generation rocks with him. Like that's the truth. We already got.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? We got years apart, but yet you definitely took me back there. That was like a dope concept. Like, because, with the way that music is getting released now, nobody is really doing anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And that was like a nice old school flavor to throw in there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's what you was shooting for, but you sure did. Slammed up that.
It was another one of those things to just give it like that little more personal style to it. Like, I thought it would be cool, especially considering the conditions that I recorded the tape. I'm like, well, shit. I just told him as soon as Tino set up shop, I'm like, bro, no matter what we doing in the meantime, don't stop recording. Just record everything, and we'll just, you know what I'm saying, we'll roll with it. And we had went over the outtakes and shit because it was actually way longer. Like, we cut it down to just like some of the funnier shit or just some of the moments where we all just high and just vibing and shit. But like, the outtake track, we could have did an hour-long outtake track just with us.
Because I think that was like 8 minutes and some change.
Because a lot of it was like me getting into a poem, and I get good into a song, and then I forget a line or some shit. So it's like, but
it was dope, yo. Wait, what? And now, what was that plate? Because it was like some pasta and fries. Like it was a weird combination.
I had like the garlic parm wings with the fries. Yeah. Man, I had just got off work too. I was over there tearing down.
You can hear. I mean, you was digging hard, like
no, for real. And I'm
like you can hear all that. You was like, yo, this good, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely was. And so that was just like something that I feel like would give it a little more personal of a touch, you know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like part of our job as artists is to like, we here to help other people, you know what I'm saying? Like, because as a Cleveland kid, I can testify, and you can probably call up 100 kids from Cleveland. Kid Cudi kept a lot of us alive. You feel me? All our weird asses that niggas didn't like in high school, and it's like, why you be at? That nigga kept our asses alive, and he damn near killed himself doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, I feel like as an artist, part of your job is to like, you here to help people get through their day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, a part of you doing that is showing them like my approach. Like, I'm not really like gimmicky. It's just like my approach to this whole thing is I'm just like you. You know what I'm saying? The same shit that you be having to deal with, I be having to deal with too. So you know what I'm saying? Like, when you hear my work and when you go through my tapes, when you see me on stage, stuff like that, I always want that to reflect. Like, I always want that like every man image, like regardless of what happens, we are the same nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's right.
So it's like I don't that's my way of just getting that through. Because like I say, if you catch me at a show I'm probably either in show mode or I done smoked myself into oblivion before I came in. So I'm not gonna really be talking to him. You know what I'm saying? But like, so that's my way of like, for the people who just see me at shows and you don't know me like that, that's now we getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? You listen to the tape and now you know me a little better and we can sit here and talk now. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed. I'm gonna tell you one thing that I appreciated on your post on Facebook when you was talking about college.
Yeah.
Like, I respect your whole view on that. Like, I ain't know if you was prepared for me to bring that up in the interview, but I'm telling you,
No,
like,
you good.
like coming from somebody who got student loan debt, like,
yeah,
bro, you right and exact on everything that you posted, and it's okay. And I want you to know it's okay for you to view it like that. You understand?
It's one of the things I'm kind of going back and forth on because it's like I'm at a place in my life to where I'm over punching these clocks, and I'm like, something gotta shake. Like
something gotta shake, something gotta drop. Shake. I understand. So it's like,
let's try something new. Maybe this school should have worked. So it's like I'm gonna try to get into school this upcoming semester, and it's like I'm not.
It's strive, no try. We
strive. for sure that. And like, while I'm not particularly excited about it because I'm not a fan of like structural school, like I'm very much into independent learning though. Like I'm a daily reader. I read for hours on end. You know what I'm saying? I don't really watch.
It's reflected in your art. So trust me, when you posted like, yo, I can have any conversation. I said fact. He's not lying. Like I was doing the checklist while I was reading your post. I said, yeah, that's facts.
Yeah,
I said, like, you know, I was told by a brother that goes by Jeffrey Tashala. He grew up with my Umi, and like he was like, yo, he was like, she had like this world of knowledge that you couldn't get from a book. He was like, it was just some things that she had automatically. And he said that everybody always wanted to be around her. They wanted her light to be around. And he said that he used to just walk her. He'd be like, yo, look, if you let me just carry your books home, I'll carry your books home. And then he would draw her, like my mom's favorite artist was Bootsy Collins. So he would pick one of the albums that my grandfather had and he'll just look at it and then just freehand draw.
He always had that crazy eccentric
style. Exactly.
All over the place.
Exactly. So, you know, and it's like when reading your post, it took me back to that moment where he shared that. You know what I'm saying? And with you being a young brother, like I have two sons. Yeah. They're 8 and 10. My oldest will turn 11 in March.
Okay.
You know, and I've already noticed that he's mechanically inclined. Like he's good with his hands. My Uncle Mike, he like I was supposed to be the first grandson, so you know, like you know, my grandfather was set on something different. You know what I'm saying? So, but he showed me how to put things together with just looking at the pictures. You know what I'm saying? Not having to read the directions. So what's amazing that I noticed in my son is that he automatically got it like that.
Yeah, I got a son like that too.
You know, so it's like when you did the post about college, it's like I understand. Like if my baby want to go to a trade school, I'm gonna push him for a trade school versus university. You know what I'm saying? Because even with the trade, he can end up making more money than he can coming out the university.
And you coming out with us that. You know what I'm saying?
Very much so. You know, I already have an LLC for them, Royal Sons. You know what I'm saying? Royal Sons Enterprises LLC. Like that's for my sons. You know, I want to make sure that when they get out here in this world, that they don't got to work for nobody because they already got something established for themselves.
Yeah, and I got kids. Like 2 of them was with me when I was at the show, and then I got a son that stays back home in Cleveland with his mom and stuff. And like navigating my kids, like dad life is wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I bet it is.
Navigating my kids is wild. You know what I'm saying? Like my son that's back in Cleveland, he has a birthday tomorrow, and he called me 2 days ago at 4:50 in the morning, mind you. Like, because this is the type of brain he has, because this is my Capricorn kid, so we both like real eccentric.
When is his born day?
Christmas Eve. His birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, word is born? Happy, what's his name? Give him
Jordan.
A shout out.
Yeah, shouts out to Jordan. Happy birthday, Jordan. You know,
all right, happy born day, young king.
he called me about a day or two ago at 4:50 in the morning because this is how his little eccentric Capricorn brain works. And he said, "Yeah, Dad, I just wanted to remind you, my birthday is in 2 days, so don't forget." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "Sir, I was literally the first person you saw when you came into the world. Believe me, I did not forget your birthday. I will call you, don't worry." So yeah, I definitely got to make sure I'm up at midnight so that I can get my phone call in.
That's what's up.
And but he's my more mechanically inclined child. Like he likes putting stuff together and taking it apart and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? My daughter is super artsy. Like she can do anything.
Your daughters was sitting next to me at the slam, man. Yo, when I say
the oldest one was a boy.
Yo, when I tell you,
hair long, so you be confused on whatever was a boy.
Oh, my apologies. Okay, but yo, when I tell you to see you perform in front of them,
but they're always there. My kids.
No, I was just about to say. You can tell, I noticed there was a change in my sons the first time that shout out to T-Roy and Monica Entertainment when he reached out to me after we did a show with Calvin CRB Entertainment out there at High Point, right there at the hotel on Main Street. Buster Brown was hosting, shout out to Big Bro. And T-Roy came to me and he was like, "Sunshine, I have this idea and I need you." And I was like, "Sure, anything about the community, promoting healing, I'm down for it." And he put together, it was a show of poets and comedians that was all sisters. And then my homegirl, shout out to Tiffany Flower Child Carter. She go by Tip or Gonna Do That. I was like, yo, I got a sister that, she's a lyricist and she got a homegirl that sing. And he was like, yo, if you could get them to do the show, why not? So, and I hosted it for him. So you're on mute.
No, I was telling my son to take the dog out. I was
okay.
You, but I was
okay. Look, it's okay. They part of the podcast too. You ain't got to do all that. I appreciate it though. We family around here. And it was a dope show. We ended up, he was trying to come up with a concept, and he was like, "She's cool like that." And I said, now, even though there's a little age difference, I was like, "Yo, how about using Diggable Planets?" Diggable Planets, it was like they had the Cool Like That joint. We could, do the spin-off with that.
Okay.
That's how I met Carla Simpson. She's also on blast with Crazy Carla's Concoction, and it was, again, thanks to Sis, because she interviewed me, and next thing you know, I was asked by Veep, "Hey, you want a podcast?" Like, I appreciate those who are the conduits, you know what I'm saying, for things. And like you opening, like, even, you're not a North Carolina native, that's nothing, neither am I. I'm originally from Jersey.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
about to say, I don't know if you can tell, what I'm saying, but when I tell you, like, Greensboro made like home away from home, and it was because I had like two people from back home that was already here, so that also, shout out to my cousins Taisha and Lisa Roselle, you know what I'm saying? Like
I moved down here with no family, nothing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I respected is that, me and Ty, I did have a cousin down here. Yeah. But me and Ty was like, she said, "Moni, you need to come down here on your own." And, I was pregnant at the time with my daughter who later transitioned. Yeah. But I was like, nah, I had to appreciate it. I was like, nah, I have to come down here on my own too, because that's how I was already living back in Jersey. So it makes sense to me to come to North Carolina and not be on my own. Yeah. So, I respect you and your lady for coming down, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people don't think that it's that easy, but it really is.
It is, because like we saved up maybe about 10 grand, and we was narrowing it down to Carolina and Texas. And we put them in a hat, and we sat there and pulled out names in the same city, and we ended up down here. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
We moved in the middle of COVID with no family
I understand. I moved out here in the middle of the recession back in 2009, going to 2010. You know what I'm saying?
I tell people, it's like, if you're not happy where you at, and it wasn't even that it wasn't that I wasn't happy in Cleveland, because like I'm a very proud Clevelander. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no qualms about being from where I'm from, but I felt like I was getting to a point where I had done what I was supposed to do there, and it was time for me to go somewhere else and do something different and see different stuff.
Indeed, I understand. That's how it was for me leaving Jersey. And you know what's amazing? When you said you was 28, I came down here right before I turned 28. I came to Greensboro. I was 27. And when I turned 28, I went back home, of course, to celebrate with my peoples. But we made the move around the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, that's one thing I noticed that was a similarity between us. But before we get into our Blast Music Artist of the Week, because of the fact that I know a lot of y'all that are fathers that's out here that's doing your numbers. And the fact that I saw you, at the slam with your seeds, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that you brought them up in the interview, I do have a piece that I wrote. You know what I'm saying? I want to say that before we get into the Blast Artist. And then when we come back, it's all about you, beloved, okay? It's a short one, but it's titled Father's Days, and I spell it Dazy, with the zigzag zig. I'm sorry, E. Society's views of a few black men has left a distorted opinion on a lot of you. I understand that every waking day begins a new battle against the hate that comes from many ways. Yet you rise, shoulders back, head held high like the sun in the sky, reflecting, deflecting against those who unknowingly want to shine as you do. I salute you. Striving added on to the greater self, your luminous aura intangible to those who rather count losses than acknowledge you help mentally create bosses. Selflessly building, choosing to be present no matter what the cost is. Happy Father's Day. And happy Father's Days to y'all. That should be every day, because they swear that black men aren't present and that y'all don't do y'all numbers, but those of us know differently. You know what I'm saying? So
we be here.
Y'all be present. They just don't be looking where y'all at. That's the issue.
You just gotta know where to look, but we definitely be here.
So V, come on through, put that Blast Artist Music of the Week.
Most definitely. This is someone that's well respected, my man Malachi LA, and this is called Psycho. Let's check it out.
Let your hair blow out the window. She said, where you been? I've been low. I've been riding around the town, thinking about if I should pick you up. I'm glad you're here, cause I know what you've been through. Let your hair blow out the window. I've been riding around the town, thinking about if I should pick you up. I'm glad you're here, cause I know what you've been through. I know how you get, girl, you always wanna get high. I sit riding by your crib, I've been waiting on your reply. I'm psycho for you, I'm psycho for you. I'm psycho for you, I'm psycho for you. I'm psycho for you, I'm psycho for you. She said you hardly mind, let's say that talk for harder times. Let's just watch the bow move, let's just watch the road cool. She don't know these thoughts of mine, guessing at me all the time. Let's just say I told you, tell me what you gon' do. I could dock a boat, buy a gold, that shit won't impress her. I could tell you low, bluntest road, that'll make it better. Girl, you say I'm your king, girl, but are you my Coretta? Not the same old me, girl, I'm always getting better. Turks and Caicos, angels and halos. Once on that island, you wonder where I've been. I'm 1 foot in when you want me to buy in. Just can't let a day go, time be flying. Turks and Caicos, angels and halos. Once on the island, okay if you say so. You know where I've been, up in the payroll. You know where I've been, up in the payroll. this girl, so am I. Where you at? I know you out, you ain't at home. I'm on your side of town and I'm just passing by. Let your head blow out the window. She said, where you been? I've been low. Riding by with my heart on high. I got a space for you. She said you read my mind. Let your head blow out the window. She said, where you been? I've been low. I got my head up high when you cross my mind. Let my heart go through when I dot my eyes. I know how you get, girl, you always wanna get high. Whoa. I sit riding by your crib, I've been waiting on your reply. Whoa. I'm psycho for you, I'm psycho for you. Whoa. I'm psycho for you, I'm psycho for you. Whoa. I'm psycho for you, I'm psycho for you. Whoa.
And that was my man Malachi, LA, with Psycho.
I like that.
Like
that was fire.
Yeah.
And the video was shot.
Wait, does he have more on Blast?
He sure does.
I've really like his vibe. Like that was like, okay.
Yeah, Malachi actually is one of the engineers that does J-Saw's music. So
of course I would like him too.
He's representing Las Vegas. So listen, if you're an independent artist or even a spoken word poet or even up and coming comedian that wants to gain some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register as an artist for free and be a part of the family. That's blastmusic247.com, changing the industry one artist at a time. However, our site is temporarily down for maintenance, but we will be back up 2023 ready to go strong. So there it is. Y'all keep it going.
So what fire did you bring for us? Because like I'm so prepared for you to just like I really want to tell people this. If y'all don't know, y'all need to go follow the Nappy Nigga Chronicles. Y'all need to go listen to that. Like, I shit you not. When I say that, like, it put me in a whole nother zone. Like, okay, I can't keep, saying it enough. Yeah. But the age difference between us, like listening to that, like you really took me on a trip. Yeah. You understand? And it was like not everybody knows how to paint a picture. Let it be through song or let it be through poetry. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it comes through like statistics or facts. You know what I'm saying? But you literally was painting pictures.
That was insane.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can see the transcending between each, you know what I'm saying, track. And it was so vividly real. Like I was so high off of it. Like I have to tell you, like literally, no bullshit. I had to go take a nap after that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like it was so overstimulated. I said, oh, wait a minute. I did get up extra early today too. I ain't even going front. That did have a little something to do with it. But like you took me on such a vivid trip that I can literally see everything that you spoke, everything that you said, everything that came through every track. Like, and yeah, my brain naturally works like that, but I didn't have to dig deep. Like I didn't have to, it was like, boom, here go the instant movie reel.
Cause that was the intent, was like, it was walking people from where I was at from the time I lost my mother to the time I recorded the album. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, that was kind of the walkthrough. And like, I'm kind of taking a similar approach to my next album, but not quite. It's like, because now we bridging the gap between that album and this album. And is what a 3-year gap, 4-year gap between tapes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I've been sitting here and I've been super meticulous with this one. I'm sitting down with a new producer this go round, but I'm still very meticulous. It gotta make sense. The story gotta, you know what I'm saying? And like people like I done had friends that's been hitting me up since the Nappy Nigga Chronicles, like, when is the next album dropping? Like, and I'm like, I gotta
because the show was about to ask you, like, I seen when you released it, like, I already know you got something in the works. Because again, I pay attention to your page, and I saw that you was plotting on the next slams. You getting ready for January. I seen all that. I said, yeah, let's go, let's go.
But I'm definitely planning a follow up. And it's like I've kind of just been in a space where it's like I gotta let the story write itself out before I give it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's almost there. And like right when I thought I had it, we've been getting hit with like plot twists and shit. So I'm like, okay, but the projected album date is February 16th, 2/16.
Okay.
The area code is 216.
216. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you.
That's because the first one I dropped on September 4th, which was my mother's birthday, and so I'm like, wow. So everything about that tape was so intense. The album cover, okay, Pete. I did my own album cover for the Nappy Nigga Crowd.
I was going to ask you what was the resemblance. I knew that meant something.
Yeah. So Pete, I did my own album cover, and my homie Biv took the picture. R.I.P. the homie. He passed like a year or two ago, and dope photographer, dope dude. And I did 5 album covers, 6, and I designed them. I posted them all on Facebook. And I let everybody take a vote. You know what I'm saying? So throughout 6 weeks leading up to the album drop, I posted a cover every week. Here go a new cover. What y'all think about this one? What y'all think about this one? Woo. And before the album officially dropped, 2 weeks before, I posted them all. And I'm like, all right, let's take a vote. You know what I'm saying? So everybody voted for which album, and that was the cover that made it. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. The title, I threw out a couple titles and I say, look, let's vote on the title, y'all, because I wanted this to be hands-on for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So the whole process of the album was hands-on for everybody. Everybody was along with it. That's why the outtakes was there. That's why everybody got the choice on the cover. It was hands-on every step of the way for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to see the entire process. So we picked the album cover out, we picked the title out, and we dropped. Boom. So what I ended up doing was eventually I turned the album into a chapbook, and it's still available online and stuff. And what I did was I used the remaining covers as special editions for the chapbooks. You know what I'm saying? So it would be different chapbooks with different covers that nobody, and I only released a couple of the special edition ones. It's 20 of each of the remaining covers floating around somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. So that album was very intentional. And the follow-up is called I Gotta Write Better Poems. And that one was intentional too, because like that's been the mantra for like the last 2-3 years is I gotta write better poems. Every time something happens adversely to me that I don't like, every time I gotta go to work and I'll be mad about my stupid ass job, or like every time I go to a slam and I don't win the slam or whatever happens, I'll be like, this would have never happened if I was writing better poems. So it's like that's just the mantra. It's like, don't get mad, just write better. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like that's where I'm at with that. I'm gonna give y'all some stuff that I've been working on, because I'm still kind of transitioning between series of poems. So I want to give y'all something new, because I like to give y'all something where I'm at. It's not complete, but I'll give y'all what I got. You know what I'm saying?
Well, one thing I want you to know, my plan is, and I would love for you to partake.
Yeah.
But, you know, all of you that are coming on this platform and giving me the opportunity to be a part of your elevation. You know, I plan on reaching back out, you know, to Sunshine Vibrations host their own slam down here in Charlotte.
Okay.
You know, so I would definitely, like, you are the first invitation that I am extending, you feel what I'm saying, for the future that, you know, events that will happen. Shout out to Capri Rich with the Rich Lounge, because I already got a spot to host it. You know, my born day is around the springtime, so I was, you know, thinking of doing what you was doing. So around in April, look forward.
Like, it's a couple Charlotte poets I'm due for a showdown with, because like I mostly
I like that. Talk your shit.
Because like I'm competitive, so like the poets that know me, they know that that's me. Like it's all love, but I'm competitive. You know what I'm saying? And like I primarily slam in Greensboro and Durham. Shouts to the Bull City.
Shout out to the Bull City.
Shouts out Bull City. Shouts out to Gay City Griots. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Shouts out my homie Hassan, who got me hip to a lot of this shit down here. He been helping me navigate.
Shout out to Hassan, dope brother, dope brothers.
Definitely, we've been doing a lot of good work together. So I'm excited about some of the shit that y'all gonna be seeing from both of us coming up. You know what I'm saying? Bro has been pushing himself and it's been pushing me. You know what I'm saying? So we just been pushing each other. It's like we see each other do shit and it's like, all right, there, I got
That's you. That battery. That's that battery, you know?
So, you know what I'm saying? And ironically, he an Aries and I'm a Capricorn, so we both just sit here butting heads. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to go in the ram, just sit here. So it's perfect, you know what I'm saying? And it works. But I've been getting a lot of love in Carolina. I haven't been to Charlotte as much as I would like to, especially not for slam purposes. But I do know a fair amount of the Charlotte poets, so and I have slammed against them in other cities. So it's like we do for a showdown. I'm here for it.
You know, Greensboro, you know, the borough is where my heart is, because when I came from Jersey, that's where I went to first. I only been down here in the Queen City for going on 4 years. So, you know, the borough is always going to be my heart first. You know, it's Jersey, the borough. Then, you know, Queen City, you know, Charlotte is treating me real good. So, you know, I can't even knock that either. So whenever you are ready, my brother, I'm waiting for them to hear what I already know.
I'm gonna give y'all this one. This one is one that I've been working on. I've been trying to get like a little more personal in my poems. So these is more like close to the build experiences. Let's see. Recently, I've been in a space where the lines are blurred, searching for salvation in the bottom of a bottle or the back end of a blunt, trying to find a message in a mushroom, if you will. 10-hour trips moving mental mountains, trying to find answers in the world around me. Most times I seek solace outside of sobriety. I used to believe that if I didn't acknowledge my grief, that it didn't exist. I won't even go to therapy. I realized I've been on an infinite track meet as long as I could breathe, constantly yearning for the next morning. Yet the sunrise always has its way of running from me. I spend 10 hours a night chasing in the place I hate. Reality is never quite as I like it. Growing up, I always had a tendency to do the things I hate the most. My least favorite part of wrestling practice was running. I would walk the part of the indoor track that people couldn't see until match days held me accountable. Track coaches always wanted me to run hurdles. I never once tried for the team. Those talks made my avoidance of the leaps in life more than metaphoric. I used to look at track as a pointless sport. My father always has a saying that he drinks once in the morning and a while at night. I always wonder what he spends his days avoiding. Most likely it's coping, grieving, maybe moving on to life after. He was never much before thinking. My mother's death was very sudden. I doubt before it actually happened that he even considered that it would. Nothing is ever real until it happens. And even then, reality is subjective. I'm a father now. I often find myself in a state of simultaneous reflection and observations. The parallels of my sons finding their ways in the world. The intricacies of my daughter's emotions. My son texts me every day for a week straight, excited about a Thanksgiving visit. The same weekend, my father reminded me that he has cancer. The first time he said it, I completely blocked it out. It wasn't the reality I wanted. The very thing causing his sickness is currently my biggest vice. I look my mortality in the eyes, knowing the fate that awaits, and I still won't quit. I'm an addict. It's probably my first time admitting it. I already feel my air getting thinner. I don't want to be the dad gasping for wind while I'm playing with my kids. The more I see myself and my pops, the more I want to stop. I'm going to stop right there. So that's just a little snippet of, that's one.
How you going to stop right there? That's a little sample.
I can only give you
okay. I give you that. It ain't finished, but I appreciate that you even wanted to share something that's in the works. Because, you know, look, like Erykah Badu said, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
I'm definitely
so I appreciate you feeling, you know, comfortable enough to share that, you know what I'm saying, within the cipher, you know.
Yeah.
But can I make a request? I mean, I don't know if it's too much to ask.
No, shoot. What you got?
Down below, can you do that one? I know you don't have an instrumental for it.
Yeah. Let me pull it up because that is such. What I tell you, I haven't done that poem in years. I ain't even go.
I trust me, I understand. Like, but down below, like, I really rock with that one. Like, that one is fire.
Let me see. I gotta find it. And this is where, people always tell me to title my poems, and I never do. And I'll be like, I titled those poems for the purpose of, like, putting them out for the album. Give me 1 second, though. I got you. I can pull it up. It's in here somewhere. I have just so many poems just laying around.
But nah, that's good, though. You know, shout out to Esoteric Entertainment, because, you know, they on my neck, Sharita and
Mosaic,
and Jose, aka DJ Sugar Shack, be like, you know, we about to get shit popping next year. Like, they done. I was kicking it with them Sunday. They don't put a project on my head, like, but that's dope because, you know, it's always good when you get a chance to work with people that you're comfortable with, you know, folks that you already created a bond, you know, you build with, you know, that makes it so much easier. You know, there's no unexpected, you know, stuff, you know what I mean? Because you already know how each other operate. And I believe like those are the best alliances to build, you know, when it comes to this poetry thing here.
No, I agree. I definitely agree. I'm sitting here trying to find,
you know,
I didn't know how many poems I had.
No, but look,
I had to find one.
Yo, even though he in the background, you know, quiet as kept, you know, Veet bust his nut like last weekend doing the erotic poetry, and that was the first poem that he ever did. Like, you know, and I'm gonna keep, you know, look, I know he like, damn, sunshine with this. Like, he's so humble. You know what I'm saying? He is such a humble brother, but when I tell you, like, it's a beautiful thing to see how people manifest stuff that they don't know that they already had inside them. Yeah. You know, I'm such a cheerleader for people redefining themselves. You know, when people get to discover some things about themselves that they didn't know that was existing. Like, everything we need in life is already born within us.
Facts.
We just need somebody to hit them pressure points, you know, or you know what I'm saying, to get to bring it out. And, you know,
that's something I've been stressing to myself and my kids too. Like,
good.
I'm sorry. Yeah, something that I try to do a lot. Like, as a dad, as I learn shit, I try to immediately pass it to my kids.
As you should.
Like, I started shit. I joke with my friends. I've been a parent damn near as long as I've been an adult. So, you know what I'm saying?
I understand. Some of us got started earlier than others.
Like that. Like, I made it to right before 21, but it's like that little blur between graduating high school and me becoming a parent is like, it's a blur.
I understand. You know, all praises due to the Most High. You know, my daughter Cecilia. Yeah. I turned 21 pregnant with her.
Yeah.
You know, she transitioned by way of a hit and run driver, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely dig what you're saying as far as that. Some of us got started a wee bit earlier.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and so something that I always just employ is as I learn shit, teach it to my kids, because that's the easiest way for me to do it. It's like, because it's easier for me to teach you why it's fresh on my brain. So here I got this little bit of knowledge. Here, take this, hold this. And you might not get it right now. You know what I'm saying? I get it. My kids are 9, 10, and 11. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you might not get it right now, but you'll get it later. You know what I'm saying? I got so many lessons over the years, and because I played sports growing up, you know what I'm saying? My coaches gave me so much advice, and I was always a rebellious child. Even as an adult, that's just my nature. It's just like, I'm going to do what I want to do. And like, that might not be what everybody else is doing. It might not be the cool thing to do. It might not be the best thing to do. But if it's in my spirit, that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And I always been like that. So it's like, with that being my nature, I just tell my kids, like, this is the information that I have for y'all. Take it. It might not read for you right now. It might read for you 10 years down the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's lessons that my coaches and my parents and shit then told me, and I didn't get till I was in my 20s, and now I'm in my 30s. Right. And I'm still like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm
right.
still learning lessons from my mother, and I haven't physically got to speak with her in 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So you give it to them and do what you will with it. It's not my place to determine how you decipher that. You know what I'm saying? So take it, do what you will with it, and I hope that someday it'll make sense to you how it's supposed to. But you got everything. When you said that, I'm like, yeah, say that shit. Like, you got everything you need, yo. So it's just like figuring out how to put together the pieces. And I think a lot of us are in that space now, because the world is in a different space, and people are changing in our ways of thinking and our ways of doing. This here, the internet, this shit changed the game. This shit changed
That's
the game.
Right. That's right.
So it's like, we all trying to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I know why I can't find this phone. I know where it is now.
I don't mean to apply no pressure though. I'm just saying, look, y'all need to go ahead, Google.
I know where it is.
The Nigga Chronicles. I'm just trying to tell y'all, cause and you know what? It also, I really don't like to do comparisons. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has their own path.
Yeah.
But when I say to you, like, I fucks with Kendrick Lamar real hard because of the same reason why I fucks with you. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And like the different skits that he did on Mad City, like that was fire.
That was, you know what I'm saying? I love that, because his parents was like my parents. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo.
So I heard that one, and the skit where his mom called it was like, "You done ran off with my car," and the daddy in the back. When I tell you that's my parents.
When I tell you, like, because we all can identify with some of that, like, to a degree. So, like, you know, everybody might not be able to identify all the way through, but I know as us as a people, like, listening to that.
Yeah,
and then,
I heard that, and I'm like, listen at my crazy ass parents over there just tripping out, because like, and it's funny because like my dad played chess and his daddy played dominoes, so you know what I'm saying, just like the little shit like that. But like, it was that tape, and honestly, it was Born Center. I love the way that J. Cole put Born Center together. Like, the way that he put that shit together was so flawless. Like, to this day, that is my favorite work from him. Like, I still listen to Born Center cover to cover, you know what I'm saying? Because of the way, and that was the approach that I took to my storytelling on my tape. Like, I definitely drew from that. Like, I'm weird. I'm a poet, but I definitely draw more from like other forms of art because I got introduced to poetry late. I wasn't one of those kids that grew up like reading poets, and I wasn't growing up on a youth slam team and shit. That wasn't the route that I took. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got poets that I like and that I look into their work, but that came with me becoming a poet. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
I draw my inspiration primarily from like, I can honestly say the people that influence my work the most are not poets. Is Jay-Z, LeBron James, and Dave Chappelle. Like, because it's like,
yeah, shout out to Dave Chappelle.
because it's like when I look at people like that, and even like Kendrick and Cole, especially like in that Born Center era right there, it was like when I see niggas running at the apex of their game, because like I can't wait till I see like I don't feel like I'm at the top of my space yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in kindergarten. I'm 5 years in. You know what I'm saying? I'm in kindergarten. I got time. So
that's right.
When I see niggas running full cylinder like that, like I saw Dave Chappelle on the one Netflix thing, and he was telling us about how he pulled jokes out of fishbowl, and he just write jokes, and I'm like, yo, that is the coldest shit, and I can't wait till I can just pull poems out of fishbowl and just be like, yeah,
it's fun.
So it's like that's what drives me as an artist. Is like I want to be like, I'm a slam poet, so I'm competitive. It's like I gotta be better. I can write better. I can do better. You know what I'm saying? I got this poem, but I can't find it because
it's okay. I was just trying to, expose people. But people can Google. They can go on which platform was that on? Spotify, right?
It's available everywhere. It's on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, YouTube.
Yeah.
Everywhere where you can.
I'm telling y'all need to look up Mo Graves.
It's on all of that.
The Nigga Chronicles. Down below, the whole thing through. Y'all need to look at that. Y'all need to listen. I'm telling y'all, it's going to take y'all on a dope trip. Y'all going to appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But even if you can't find that one, they'll just have to look on, the streaming apps for that. But you're more than welcome to share whatever you do have.
Okay, I can give y'all another one. Let me see. I feel like do y'all want something that's already done or something I'm working on?
Well, you gave us what you're working on, the first one. So let's get one that's already done. Hey, I'm even cool with the one that you did while they was tallying the scores at the Gay City Griot Slam. Because that one right there was fire. I couldn't wait to talk to you after it was done.
I know the one you're talking about. I got this one here for you. I know the one you're talking about, though. You talking about the Call of Duty one. I'm still debating that one, if it's going on the album or not.
Okay.
But yeah, so this is a different one here that I've been working with. So today, I woke up a black man in America, and I decided not to die. Hell yeah. Right after my 8 a.m. blunt with my side of coffee, just after I checked my emails and returned some phone calls, and right before I walked out the door to hit the store, I told myself, I ain't dying today. To be black in America is to be participating in the blood sport you've been training for since birth. The former president of the so-called nation I live in told the world that me saying that my life matters is a symbol of hate. Boy, fuck you. I was gonna make this another sad black struggle poem, but about halfway through, I decided to make it about my black boy joy. So today, I woke up to some good ass weed. My fro nappy as it's ever been. My woman's still a walking goddess. It's my off day, my payday, and shit, I'm in a seafood mood. I rode around listening to my favorite song at the moment, Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. Yeah, today was a good day. Did I mention that my kids even behaved? They ain't even asked for nothing at Walmart. The day filled with black boy joy. I took a day off from my gentrification training to do hood rat shit with my friends because I wanted to. I drank a beer with my daddy. All types of hood festivities, black boy joy at its finest. My homies shot a rap video in the trap with the strap. The dope man bought all the kids ice cream. What a glorious ghetto day. See, black folks have excelled in the art of making joy out of despair ever since the days of Negro spirituals. The South got all this red soil from all that black blood that's absorbed throughout the years. Our ancestors died here. That's why we so drawn to it. From churches litter every corner of Southern streets in a half-hearted attempt to wash away the sins of the forefathers we haven't forgotten, not to say we've forgiven. Perhaps we just biding our time, but in the mean and in between, let's get back to this glorious story of this little black boy and all his joy. I decided that the bliss of this miraculously melanated day will not succumb to the weight of your white terror. So excuse me if I'm too busy staying alive to be shucking and jiving, because when destiny and legacy intercepted on this wonderful day, I decided that this poem won't end in no sad songs. So before I lead you too far on, spoiler alert, Black boy stays alive in this movie. Hell yeah! Today, I woke up a black man in America, and I decided not to die. I did. So that's that. That's that. So that's one.
When I tell you, when I hear that one gives me like such goosebumps because again, I have two sons. They're 8 and 10.
Yeah.
You know, and for what they want you to believe that's not present for y'all, like I get in heated debates with other sisters because I don't know what this is about being on this bandwagon of hating y'all, but I couldn't. Yeah. I can't hate what's supposed to be the reflection of me. Sure. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. So, and then looking at my sons, I have to make sure that I prepare them for this world that's not ready for them, for a world that doesn't want them, you know, and to see those of y'all plowing through, you know, striving, you know, doing what you can to enlighten those, you know, again, you know, like it's so much that y'all do that y'all don't get credit for. You know, so it's like I haven't even, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't paid attention to the ratio of guests that I have, but I think I've had more brothers than sisters on my podcast, to be honest. Now that I do like a little quick mental recap, you know, but it's good and I'm okay with that. You understand? Because this shows y'all in a completely different light that people may think that y'all don't possess. You understand? So, you know, I appreciate you for, again, like even accepting the invitation. You know what I'm saying?
Like, this is the first like podcast I've been on down here. Like I've done some back home, but like this is the first one that I've done down here. So I definitely appreciate y'all welcoming me. Like I love North Carolina because y'all been showing me love since I got here. Like it was very seamless, like the transition and me moving down here and me just being able to get active and get acclimated with everybody. It was real seamless, and that was definitely something that gave me anxiety because like I kind of floated closer to the top of the food chain back home than I do around here. But it's like I'm still navigating and making my way, and like I was real anxious. It's like, ooh, I kind of do okay in Cleveland. If I go down here and this shit don't work, but it's like, if I go down here and it don't work, then either A, it wasn't supposed to work for me down here, or B, this wasn't what I was supposed to be doing anyway, and I need to go do something else.
Well, I will go ahead and say this. Your name rings bells, okay? I will say that you are definitely doing your numbers here in North Carolina. But one thing, and I don't mean to say born, but I mean born you truth, it's just one person that I would definitely love to see you link with. And that's LB the Poet.
I'm hip to LB. I'm hip. We've had our conversations. It's really just like our schedules ain't colliding. Like we didn't
I know
together.
And I know. And when I tell you,
busy, and it's crazy because like we into a lot of it because like he's a wrestling coach, and
that's
I wrestled all through high school and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that down the line I definitely want to get into coaching. So we got a lot of bases that we can touch on. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I got a homie, the slam coach out in Bull City, Wendy. Wendy has directed me straight to LB. So like I say, we've talked.
So that's fire right there. So you know what I'm saying? I want you to know and understand that, like, I want you to know and understand that, like, I see the vision, and to not even know that y'all already been in contact, like, so that's confirmation. You understand?
Yeah, we done definitely spoke to each other.
I want you to know, like, and I just saw bro at Born King and T Walker's fire therapy out there. I wish you was there. I was there, bro. I wish you was there.
Won't keep me up too, like, yo, I gotta show them the home, like, damn. And it be like when I tell you like the dad life and the work life and everything be so.
Trust me, I understand. I got the Umi life, the poet life. You feel what I'm saying? So I get
like,
it.
Look, Can I bring my kids? Like,
yeah, and you know, not for nothing. Shout out to
and I brought my kids. He did the Alkaline Festival.
Yeah, my sons. Look, me and my sons was posted up. You don't remember Royals? We was right next to Copper Vibrations.
We
had the healthy juices that was infused with the sea moss and the burdock root and all that. When I tell you my sons like that, I can't stress this enough. Like, I wish, I got the water here. I stay linked with live alkaline water.
Shout out to them for sure.
When I say shout out to my cousin Sarah Bindum, my Umi's maternal side was from Jacksonville, North Carolina, around where Camp Lejeune is. So when I was traveling and moving down to Greensboro, I got connected with my cousin, which is my uncle's firstborn. I always knew she existed, but I didn't get a chance to link with her until I moved here. But she is the conduit. She said, "Cuz you put me in the same mind with these brothers here in Goldsboro that's doing all these events." So that's how I initially got linked with Soul Society, with Warren King, and with T. Walker. And then when they moved to the borough, it was over. Because once they came to the borough, we immediately linked. And it's like, I'm going to always be a supporter of them, is because looking at them two brothers, I see my sons. You understand? And that's how it's supposed to be between us. It's accountability and duality. We can't exist in this life. We can't exist in this world, and us as a people can't go forward if we don't understand that accountability and duality go hand in hand. Right. And if you can't see yourself and your brother, then you need to, on both ends, you need to dig deep on why you can't see your reflection in the next man. And the same way with us sisters, we got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
It ain't just one side of the other.
Yeah. We all got work to do. Like, it's always a constant struggle with us sisters, and I don't understand, why it gotta be like that. Because I ain't in competition with no one, because I'm me. You understand? And everybody has their own path, and whoever you bring your way is who you bring your way, and it's just handle that. That's a dope responsibility that we all have. And just, mentioning the people that having you on a podcast, they was like, what? You got bro to do an interview? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I appreciate you, because like I say, I really like to showcase, first and foremost, those that understand the struggle and understand what we need as a people. And a lot of what you write is on the same wavelength of healing as a nation. That's first and foremost. But then, those that I'm fans of, you know what I'm saying? And the first time I heard you, I just was like, yo, I know he not from here, because I can hear it, just like you knew I wasn't from here. But ever since the first time that I saw you, like, I've been following you ever since. It was just that I finally linked with you 2 weekends ago to finally get you on social media.
Really just be like, everything be having to line up properly. That's all.
Yeah, and that's all it is, alignment. Like you mentioned, the apex of things. When you're aligned in its own timing, everything will add on. So this is your time to run your mouth, run your socials, what you got working, what's coming up. Because quiet is kept, if y'all not already following him, like, I'm about to tell all your business. I saw where you were saying that you prepared, you coming out the gate, boxing with some new work for some slam that's jumping in January.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out in Bull City in January. I'll also be out in Gate City in January as well. So come and check me out. I will have the dates on my Facebook. Y'all can add me on Facebook at Mo Grays. My Instagram is MoGrays216. That's MO no E GRAYS. Shots. Heck man, relax. Don't do me like that, bro.
Can I see what he look like?
Come here.
I am an avid dog lover. I just want to see what he look like.
Come here. Come on. Hold on. There you go.
Oh my God, he is so gorgeous.
He's a big boy. Yeah, so
Oh,
it's a big one. Relax, we going outside in a minute. I know.
he is gorgeous. He is
I'll
gorgeous.
probably make my way back home. I tend to. I'm a wrestling fan, so I got a little running joke that I pop up in Cleveland once a year for shows now, like the Undertaker on WrestleMania. So I'll probably be in Cleveland at some point in the upcoming year, probably spring or summer.
Okay.
More than likely, I will be with the homies at Temple of Passion. Shouts out to Kier and all the homies at Temple of Passions. Aside from that, I don't know. Like, I just kind of go with the wind. I travel to Baltimore a lot, so I plan on doing something up there.
BMO, okay.
Yeah, my lady is from Baltimore, so we take our trips up there too.
Okay.
I did Rock Hill last year, so I will hopefully be back down there. I don't know. I'm kind of just
you everywhere, and that's good. You make sure you get in where you fit in, and that's the dope thing about it. You know, just the there go Carla. My Suge. Look, that's my conduit right there. I wouldn't have this podcast if it wasn't for her interviewing me. You feel what I'm saying? When I tell you, like, it's amazing how within the art community, how you create bonds with people. Definitely. And the bonds you don't even know be so beneficial. Like, it was written. Like Nas said, it was written. And regardless if you understand why it was or, you know, why certain things weren't, you know, you got to be fluid like water. You know, you got to take it as it comes. And, you know, I'm going to always be grateful for my Suge, my big sis, Carla Simpson. You know, always, you know, I don't want to get too emotional, but sis be on point with her shit. I want you to know that. Yes, it be like that. But I appreciate you so much, beloved.
Definitely. I appreciate you having me.
Yes, when I tell you, shout out to Capri Rich. I'ma just go ahead and call it out. And my born day is April 25th.
Okay.
I want to have a slam for my born day. And I definitely, even if you don't compete, you have to be the special. I'm just saying, you have to be the special guest. I'm just saying, even if you don't compete, you got to be like the feature.
Look, you understand? I'm definitely competing for sure. If you throw the slam, I'm competing for sure. I'll give you that.
Carla said, "Peace and blessings to you, sir. Your poetry is dope."
Thank you.
Sure, you know, you blessed my life like 100 times over. And I'm just glad that I've been able to bless yours as well. You know, and this brother Mo Grace, because, you know, shout out to my homeboy Ruck, because growing up, you know, our family's been connected since we was in diapers. You know, so I'm also outside of Sunshine. I'm also Mo without the E. You know what I'm saying? So like I felt that when you said that earlier.
I know people got a tendency they'll look you up and then they'll type in MOE. I'm like, that's not my name.
You know, before Sunshine, you know, Ruck gave me the name Mo, but the family was calling me Moni. You know, Moni Love, Moni in the middle. You know how that go. And then I had the nickname, you know, because I'm from Jersey, Queen Latifah, the Brits. And you probably ain't want to say it, but I understand.
No. I get the vibes, though.
Everybody say that. So, you know, hey, I don't mind being, you know, put up there with the greats. You know, I only, even though we all create our own paths, you know, I'd be grateful that people, you know, so they kind of make the similarities. But I will tell you, from my point of view, there is no lane that anybody can share with you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You feel what I'm saying? My peoples is also from Ohio, and he was there that evening with me, and he said that you was fire as well. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, you definitely have created your own lane, and I appreciate you again for accepting the invite. Veep, is there anything you want to add on to this, Veep?
Pac-Man, come here.
Veep is chilling. It's the holidays.
I know that's right. That's why, you know, I got the libations going because, you know, it's the holidays. Kwanzaa is on the 26th, so, you know, I'm waiting.
For sure that.
So Veep, how you digging Mo Graves?
Oh, my man was nice, most definitely.
Appreciate you.
The word placement was incredible. So
Yeah, exactly. Like I was like, yo, okay. So this is another one who puts me in your own lane, but he puts me on a level of like KRS-One because
right.
KRS-One was like the supreme of the wordplay. But then you also got the West Coast with Snoop. Like I would never ever not acknowledge Snoop in his wordplay as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're like, in my eyes, you're like right there between the two.
No, I appreciate that. That's
even though you shouted out Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? This ain't knocking Jay, but I'm just telling you
like,
what came to mind first.
More of a mental approach, like the way that Jay structures his bars and the way that you can go through his shit, and you might not catch a bar for 5 years, and then you come back and hear a song, because like I go back and hear old Jay-Z shit and be like, yo, how did I not hear it? I've been listening to this song since I was 12. I ain't not heard it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I like that.
But as you see, my big sis just said, she said, yes, a teacher. Mm-hmm. So do you understand that's what you are?
Yeah.
Your word carries, your words transcend, and you definitely affect those, because when I was telling people that I had the opportunity to interview you, they was like, what?
I appreciate it.
So I feel privileged to be able to interview you.
I'm privileged to be here for sure.
Drop all your socials so folks can follow you before we get on up out of here.
Most definitely. Y'all can follow me on Facebook at Mo Graves. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Mo Graves 216. That is really it as far for me as socials. Aside from that, y'all just gotta catch me outside. If y'all follow the socials,
catch me outside.
If y'all follow me on social media, I will be letting y'all know where I be at. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can definitely come find me, whether I'm in North Carolina, whether I'm in Ohio, or somewhere in between there, because I kind of just pop up where I pop up. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep y'all posted. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me tonight. I had fun.
And I really enjoyed you. And hey, if you ever get the mate in Pac-Man, holla at me, let me know.
Look, I'm trying to find somebody with a girl. Everybody I know that got dogs down here got boys. I cannot find nobody with a girl. Like, that's killing me. And everybody keep asking, like, on both sides of our family. They so vulgar with it. They just call. They be like, yeah, so we all gonna get Pac-Man some pussy. And we like, we trying, like we trying. Everybody got boys. Chill, like, we know. Everybody been asking us that, and so we working on it. All
right, I'm gonna put the word out. I'm gonna reach out to some folks to see what I can help out.
With a girl, let me know.
All right, I got you, true indeed. But yes, appreciate you, beloved. Thank you for coming out.
Thank
you out there in Florida, I heard that y'all supposed to be getting some cold temps, but still.
No. It's already cold now.
What's cold? What's cold? I don't believe it. What's cold?
Right now it's 43.
Hold up. Before we get off, let me check what it's saying out here in Charlotte. I don't care. You know what it's saying out here in Charlotte? 18 damn degrees. What did you say? What did you say? It's 41, 43. I would take that 43 over this 18 right now. I told you, I moved to the south away from Jersey.
Look, I was not away from this shit.
I'm trying to tell you, Jersey be having the coldest damn weather, and I come to North Carolina, and now I'm starting to experience the same shit.
I gotta pull out
it's still dropping.
It's still dropping. So what's the coldest they said y'all supposed to get, V?
The coldest is supposed to be 28 tonight.
28 tonight. We already at 18. So if y'all going to get down to 28, then if we get colder than 18, I can't go out no more. Nah. And guess what I forgot? I forgot the aluminum foil.
Oh man.
And look, I'm off till Tuesday, and I do not plan on leaving my crib. I ain't gonna hold you. I will be right.
I'm making four deep dish sweet potato pies. With the other two was special.
Yeah.
And then I got 2 turkeys that I just need to get rid of, and I don't have no foil, so I'm gonna have to go back out early in the morning to get some foil.
Miss Carla said,
Carla, are you serious? She said it's 12 degrees in Winston already?
Yeah, no, because I ain't far from Winston. She ain't lying. It's cold.
Ain't nobody,
way.
Look at what Carla talking about. Ain't nobody talking about them Dolphins. Look, ain't nobody talking about them Dolphins.
Look, look, the Browns won against the Ravens last week, so I'm saying.
Wait. Who won? The Browns?
The Browns beat the Ravens last week. I'm satisfied.
Oh shit! Go ahead, the Browns. We got to get them that love right there. Okay.
It was a good day for half of my house last week because my house was divided.
Your house divided.
Yeah.
Well, look,
from Baltimore, so my house divided.
Yeah, and I'm a Giants fan, but my own brother is a damn Cowboys fan, but he from North New Jersey. I don't understand how that happened, but that's the thing.
Look, even as a Browns fan, because we gonna be winning in a year or two, and I know we always say that, but it's actually about to happen this time.
Well, I mean, shout out to one of my my high school buddies, Antonio Garay. He played for the Cleveland Browns for a little bit before he went to the Jets. He went to the Chargers, and then he went to the Jets.
Yeah.
She's talking about the real Dolphins. She ain't talking about.
Okay. We just want to make sure because you didn't clarify. You did not clarify, Suge. She is. I should have known. I forgot. She is a Cowboy fanatic. I forgot. But I love you still. Ooh, Carla, no. Troy, did you see she make a jerk chicken? Now, I made some 2 weeks ago, but Carla, you're not going to be making this shit and then going to put it in my chat on my podcast. Like, if I have to come, I will come hunt you down in Winston and get my plate. I love my big sister. I love you, V. I appreciate you so much. I thank you. So in the sake of... because there are those of us who don't celebrate certain holidays.
Right.
But I will say this, and this is one thing that I agree 1,000% with Red Pill and Blue Pill when they said this, that this is the time of year when the whole planet is on the same accord.
Right.
Yeah. Everybody kind of vibing.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's no reason why this cannot be a carryover technique throughout the world. But until we can fully build up to that, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Around Thanksgiving and Christmas is when everybody across the globe is on the same page. So I want to say this, going into the holiday, going into Christmas, going into Kwanzaa, going into Hanukkah for those who celebrate, that anything that you want to manifest in your life, this is the time, because you have the most effective positive energy that exists on this world at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So anything individually that we all want to manifest, we need to start sending that up right now because of the global positive energy that you have to take flight.
Yeah.
So those who may not understand it, I get it, I understand, but anything that you want to change in your life, this is now the time to set up your supplements for that. Look, there go Carla. She said, yes, this is manifestation season. We are vibing high. This is the time that you take advantage when they say grab onto someone's coattails.
Mm-hmm.
I want y'all to understand, like, even if I don't know you, I love you. And I want you to understand that I want you to succeed. Anything that you got going on in life, I want you to understand. I want you to succeed 1,000%.
I appreciate it.
Mo, whatever it is that you set forward, I want you to know and understand. I want for you to achieve it 1,000%.
Likewise.
I have no ill feelings towards anybody, and we all got to be out here to make it, because when I shine, you shine, and we shine together. You know, had to take that from Mobb Deep, but you know, but it's the truth. Peace, peace, peace. I love you, Carla. Thank you, big sis. I only got one of the boys with me. Shamus in Boston, so don't play with me because I come get my plate tomorrow early. She talking about some. Come get a plate. Bring the boys. I got one of them with me, but I come get my plate in the morning. Don't play with me.
All right, y'all. Y'all be safe out there and have a safe new holiday.
Yes, enjoy your holidays. More importantly, everyone, enjoy your family. Enjoy those that you consider family. Enjoy your loved ones, because my life, I have lost a lot. So I appreciate everybody that comes and encounter with me and that considers me as family. So cherish those that you create that bond with.
Sure.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Peace.